All right, Coach. So when the initial decision came down that they're going to cut two-a-days, what was your reaction?
My reaction basically was you've got so many hours in a day to prep your kids, and if you do a good job of doing that, then it's not going to really affect how your program goes. Coaches will miss the extra time, I'm pretty sure, but I think for the overall safety of a program and the athletes, that is probably a good thing. We're getting all of our work done in our allotted time slots, so we're feeling pretty good about it.
How about the history of Iowa football? Kids relating to their dads and whatnot, saying, I also did two-a-days. Is that kind of sad a little bit to see that go?
I did two-a-days. I also have 4 sons that have gone through with football, one just finishing college football, and the two-a-day program is something that is a tradition, and some of that's more like I did it, so why can't you? So we instituted what we call Viper training, and we put our kids through some very rigorous Viper training, and it was something they could hang their hat on to say, hey, we completed Viper training. And so now they're on our Twitter account and Facebook, they're all saying, hey, we completed Viper training, so we're Viper tested now, and that kind of gave them some of that same thing that they could hang their hat on, that their dad didn't go through Viper training.
Yeah,
So
right.
we're excited about that.
Talk about now just you said maybe it is a good thing, the decision. Obviously, number one factor for that was player safety. I think all coaches want their kids to be safe. But talk about the struggle now that coaches might have trying to fit everything in the 3 hours a day, and when they had more time to accomplish all that, when that's what they were used to. And
I think it boils down to organization, and I'm lucky since I own my own company that I'm used to organizing things. So in our set session of practices, everything's down to the minute. We are getting plenty of time to do everything that we want to accomplish and just do it in a shorter amount of time if you stay organized. And we are actually all the way down to the second, moving things to the next station and whatnot. So we're not having any problems with it. We think that it's a good rule, and I would not have been surprised if I wouldn't have done it one a day anyway, just a longer period, even if the state rule was 2 a days. So
okay, so even being first year here as head coach of Durant, wanting to get your stamp on the program, get things started off right, I'm sure you weren't too disappointed with that, just knowing that got a little less time to kind of get things in order the way you wanted to.
Well, I spent the summer after they approached me about being the head coach, and so I got pre-organized a lot, and that made a big difference, setting everything up, the system set up. Once you got the system set up and our coaches hired, and you're able to delegate to those coaches, and we got 7 this year instead of 5, so it makes a big difference. I was able to hire the people that I wanted, so that makes a huge difference on whether or not you get everything accomplished in a time period. So it actually did not disappoint me at all. I'm actually pretty happy about it. I think it fits everybody's schedules better. Kids got a life outside of football too. Yeah. I'm all football, but I'm also a father of 6 kids, so I understand, and they need some time with their families as well. We can still accomplish what we need to accomplish.
Sure. You talked about how you had a chance to pre-organize in the summer. I'm sure kids who are dedicated were working in the summer more and more. Each season, football turns into a year-round sport where kids are so dedicated that they're spending time outside, and that's not how it always used to be. Because of that, is that something you think kind of in general, not just with your program, but in the state, that will make this new decision work?
I think it depends on your size of your program. In Durant, we share athletes. So one of the things that I did this year was I created an athletes list. So I think there were 70 kids on this athlete list, and that is every kid that plays sports or could play sports. And
sure.
What I did was develop that so that the other coaches now can use that to talk to kids when it's time for their season. Say, hey, I see you're an athlete. Would you like to go out for cross country or wrestling or, in my case, football? So for the first time, we actually have a athletes list now that we're going to share with all the coaches so that they can use that. And we implemented the St. Ambrose weightlifting program here. So my son played football. The coaches were nice enough to come here, give us their stuff for free, teach us how to do it. So we're implementing the St. Ambrose program for lifting and conditioning at the same time as baseball's going. So we're able to help the baseball program. We just did a bigger, stronger, faster clinic here last weekend. It went really good. The school's going to implement that for their wage class. So we're all pretty excited about training athletes, and then obviously you got to share them. So
good, yeah. Especially in these smaller schools, it's nice to see that coaches wanna, and then nice to hear that one coach is kind of doing the organization that's needed. Appreciate it, Coach. Thank you.
Yep.